A question I've been asked quite a few times is, will you do a video on new Milk Molar locations when the next Grounded update comes out? The answer has always been yes, as I know my original Milk Molar video helped tens of thousands of players. So in this video, I'll be showing you the location of every new Milk Molar added so far in the Into the Woods update. I say so far because there is a chance one or more could be added before the update fully releases, and if that happens, I'll put a link in the description of this video with any new Milk Molar locations. Before we begin, I want to thank all my channel members, especially the Overseer 91 and Grey Knight who helped make videos like this possible. Let's get started. First thing I want to look at is the map of where the new Milk Molars and Mega Milk Molars are located. This is in the top left corner of the map, so here's the whole map. It's top left corner, and there will be a link down in the description for you to download this, so don't worry about having to screenshot it. What we're focusing on here is the bullseyes. The white bullseyes are going to be the locations of Milk Molars, and the orange ones are going to be the Mega Milk Molars. Now, I tried to place these trail markers as close to the locations as possible, but for some of them, there was not a place to build. And these two up here are actually in the Termite hill that's down here. So this is just the entrance that I went into. I think it's the one that you can, the first one you're going to go into no matter what, because the others I think are blocked off where you have to chop them with the Termite axe. So these are where they're located, and I'm going to walk you through and show you how to get all of them. Before we do that, I want to talk about what equipment you're going to need. So you're definitely going to need a dandelion tuft, at least one. I just brought a couple here. Now I'm in creative. I did find all these in survival. They were actually pretty easy to find just by normal gameplay, but you might miss one just because some of them are up on ledges and stuff like that, and they could possibly be missed, but these are pretty simple to get. So I'm going to recommend bringing at least one dandelion tuft, maybe two if yours is almost broken. For armor, I'm going to 100% recommend using the antlion set, because when you go past the charcoal grill area, you're going to get sizzling. You're going to get sizzled. You're not going to see that when I'm playing here because I'm in creative. And also the antlion armor has had its defense buffed up to 4. I believe it was 3.5, so it's a little bit stronger. It is medium, so it's going to not be as helpful on your stamina regeneration, but that's okay. You need it for the sizzle protection. Using this with the fresh defense level 3, I was still getting the sizzle bar was still going up in some parts of the grill area. So definitely wear this. It's also good armor anyway because it's strong. You're gonna definitely need to have an insect hammer and the termite axe. Now you cannot get the termite axe until you actually go into the termite hill, or you get lucky and find a termite that's outside the termite hill. You're going to need to kill a couple termites to get the parts to craft this. So I'd probably recommend, if you don't want to go in and then have to come all the way back out and go back in, you might want to bring the resources to build yourself a workbench just so you can craft yourself a termite axe, because you're going to need it to get to the last Milk Molar, as well as to get to the new burgle chip that's inside the termite hill. The rest of them, you will only need the insect hammer, because you, of course, need that to break it. And then, obviously, if you've already gotten the tier 3 hammer, that can work as well, but you only need the insect hammer. You're definitely going to need to bring a light source as well, because you're going to be in the termite lair. And I use the Firefly headlamp just because it's got decent defense 3.5. You can also bring a torch. It really just depends on your playstyle. To be honest, I did most of the update last night, and I played it on medium. The termites, in my opinion, were very underwhelming in terms of how dangerous they are. They will attack you in numbers, but they don't do a lot of damage. At least they didn't on medium mode while wearing antlion armor. They basically just took longer to kill because it looked like they were, whatever the spitting thing they were doing, I think it might have been affecting my stamina, but I'll have to check. It definitely wasn't doing any poison damage to me, so termites are a little bit underwhelming. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's head on in and go take a look at where all 10 of the new Milk Molars are located. So as a starting point, we're coming up here, up the slanted rock, which is up here, and of course you can see everything's new. Now, again, I am in creative mode, so you're not going to see bugs popping out of the ground. I will mention where you're going to probably face danger. Of course, the first Milk Molar is going to be, that you're going to run into, most likely is going to be underneath this grill lid. And if they're under here, I don't see them right now. There are 2 wolf spiders that spawn under here, and they are not here right now. So you're most likely going to have to kill the 2 wolf spiders unless you get lucky and come in here. They're not in here. And then this is the first gold Milk Molar, so this is the first Mega Milk Molar you're going to find. Break that with your hammer, and you're good to go. After that, we're going to head out here to the left. And this is where the sizzling effect's really going to come into play here, going up to the actual grill. If you walk, there's the wolf spider. So there's 2 wolf spiders that can be underneath of there. When you're walking through this area here where these charcoal chunks are, you are going to get, the sizzling effect is going to go up rapidly. So you want to make sure that you have your antlion armor on as well as fresh defense. And then, of course, while we're walking here, you can actually break these with the charcoal chunks here. And there is another charcoal chunk later on that you'll need to break with the tier 3 hammer that was added to the game. And the second Mega Milk Molar is going to be up here inside the grill. Again, this area is probably going to sizzle. You'll be okay. Once you get back here and get behind it, the sizzling effect will slow down. So here's the second Mega Milk Molar right here. So far we found the one here under the grill lid, and then here's the other one under the grill. And like I said, I tried to get the trail markers as close as possible, but like for these two, you can't build where the ash is on the ground, so I couldn't place them exactly where they are. So those are the first two molars. Let's head on over to the other ones real quick. So as you can see here, we're going to see our first new insect that was added in the update. This is a black ox beetle. These things are tanky. They can one-shot you if you're not careful. I did, in my 5 hours of playing it the other night, died one time, and it was to one of these guys because it did its charge attack. Now, I did only have half health, but it did wreck me. And then another thing you're going to see here, they're probably not going to pop out, is going to be, there are ladybug larvae in here, so they're basically just tankier versions of larvae. Unfortunately, they don't drop any new resources, but these guys are going to be the biggest nuisance down here in this area, because, and also in the caverns we're going to see in just a minute, because they are all over the map and they pop out all over the place, so they're going to be the biggest nuisance. So we're going to head on over here and grab a couple more that are out in the front area. So there's the charcoal bag here. There's going to be a milk molar inside of here, and you can get inside of here by going underneath of it. So here's the entrance to it. Now again, on the map, we're right here. We're right next to the stepping stone path. You're going to need to go underneath of here, and you are going to find yourself a milk molar that is located right here. So there's our first milk molar, and then this thing is a charcoal chunk that you're going to need the tier 3 hammer to break. And there is actually a note under there to let you craft the new sword. So just mention that while we're over here. To get the tier 3 hammer, you're actually going to have to get black ox parts. So that's that one. So far we found this one, and this one. Let's head on over and grab the next two. The next two are going to require you to use a dandelion glider, most likely. And actually, here's another one of the new insects. This is a ladybird. This is just a more beefy version of a ladybug. As of this recording, they do not drop any new parts. Neither do the new larvae that were added to the game. So this one's right here, I think. And I'm not going to jump down and get these because then I'm going to have to jump back up. So the first one's going to be over there, it looks like. Actually, let's do the one in the pipe first, because that's going to be a closer one. So there's this broken pipe right here. It's at the back of the grill, and I'm going to open the map. I'm going to open the map every time that I get to one, because I know the last video some people were a little bit unsure where some of them were. So this broken pipe down here, we are right here on the map, directly south of the abandoned gardening glove. There's a broken pipe right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to fall inside of there, and there's actually raw science on one side, and there is a milk molar down here, and you're going to break those. Then next up, we're going to have so we got the gardening glove over here, so we need to get over to this ledge over here, and I think the easiest way is over here. So let's hop on over here. We should be able to make this jump the glider. Yep. And the next one's going to be straight ahead here. So there's the gardening glove. The next one is going to be right here, down here on this ledge. So now, honestly, to get these, what you're going to probably have to do is you're going to have to you'll probably get the one in the there, and then have to come back and get this one. So I'm not going to jump down there just in the interest of time. So those are the two that are down, that are on up high inside of the caverns. There is one more down here. We can actually just glide down here real quick. There is nothing in this water down here. There should be another one up here. I'm going to try to get through this before it gets dark, because we're going to end up going in the termite lair anyway. So this one down here is going to be a mega milk molar. Now, there's sometimes a orb weaver down here, and you're almost guaranteed you're going to run into one or two of the black ox beetles when you're going down here. So there's the mega milk molar down here. Again, this one's down here. So those are the first 3 of each. They're outside, down in the grassy area, down in the little caverns here, the canyons, whatever you want to call them. So now we're going to head up to the tarp, and actually into the termite lair to show the last 4. Now, while we're down here, I'm going to mention there is the pupa down here. I don't know if they're insects, but I think they turn into butterflies, maybe. I don't know. In real life, I'm not sure. And actually, to get out of here, you could just get the one out of the pipe, grab that one over there, and then run up this leaf, and then turn around and go back up and get the other one. So that's that one. Let's head on out up here to the tarp, and I'm going to skip ahead till we get up there. All right, so I slept through the night just to make it a little bit brighter, because I know it's hard to see when it's dark in this game. So what I've done is after I got that last gold molar, I came up here, and we are right here looking into the termite lair. So there is a field station up here, I believe, that you can get to, but once you get up there, you're going to have to jump down. So anyway, what we're looking for is we are looking for this little area right here. You can actually walk up. I know this looks crazily steep, but you can actually walk all the way up here. At least right now you can. I don't know if this is This seems a little bit strange. You can walk up this because look how steep it is. But you walk all the way up here. And what we're going to do is we're looking for this tarp over there. Tarp's going to have 2 molars on it. We're also going to see another new insect that was added. But I don't even know if it was mentioned in the patch notes. I can't remember if it was mentioned in the patch notes or not. So anyway, we're going to come up this stick. Now, up here, the biggest threat's going to be, there are 2 wolf spiders up here, which we'll probably see. There's a bunch of mosquitoes up here because there's water that's sitting on top of the tarp. So you're probably going to have to deal with some mosquitoes, so just be mindful of that. But what we're looking for first is we're going to go down here underneath the tarp. Now, if you don't like spiders, unlucky, because this is where we're going to be finding the next milk molar. Now, down here, we're going to see, these look like they're regular spiderlings, but they are actually not. They are actually black widowlings. So there's a chance this could become a black widow's nest or something like that. So you might want to come in here and grab this milk molar before they add a black widow. I'm not saying they're definitely going to add it, but it would make sense for them to add one because, you know, they like to add new spiders to the game. For some reason, they love spiders, so I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a new spider. So there's this one, and we're on the map right here. And we're going to go up on top of the tarp, so we're going to head out here. We have to go up this stick because I believe the tarp's too steep. So we have to go up this stick to find the next mega milk molar. So head on all the way up here. And you're going to make a right-hand turn. Now, there are 2 wolves. Like I said, there should be 2 wolf spiders up here somewhere. There's one. There's some mosquitoes up here. Sometimes there's actually termites up here. You could get lucky and find a termite up here before you actually go in the termite lair. And the mega milk molar that's up here is going to be right back here behind the juice box. Or is it behind the baseball? I think it's behind the baseball. And there it is. It's right here behind the baseball. So we are right here on the map. So once again, so far we found 4 of each. We just got the one under the tarp where the black widowlings were. And then this gold mega milk molar is up here in the corner. So now we're going to head down into the termite lair. Honestly, the termite lair is far less complicated than I thought it was going to be. There's the other wolf spider. Of course, it is glitched into the ground, which would be, I don't know if that would be helpful or not. If we're playing in survival, it may or may not be able to hit you. But usually one of them is actually guarding this entrance. I think this is the entrance you have to go into to get to it. Honestly, when I came up here in survival, there's also some candies up here. I didn't deal with either one of these guys. I actually came up, walked all the way around the edge, went and got that molar, and then came back down here. Unfortunately, they weren't over here. So what we're going to do is, just to make it easier to see, actually, I'll just get a torch out because I think that's the brightest. What we're going to do is we're going to come down here. Now, do be mindful. A couple things as we're passing them. These are splinters. You're going to need the tier 3 axe. Actually, yes, I didn't even mention that. You're going to need the tier 3 termite axe in order to get one of these molars. So if you get unlucky and don't find any termites out here, I'd recommend just killing a couple here and then going outside and building yourself a workbench and then just making the termite axe. Otherwise, you're going to have to come back all the way back over here. And these guys, well, I said they weren't that dangerous individually. They do attack you in numbers. So you'll see there's a ton of them in here. So when we come down, we're going to come down this main entrance. This is the only way in. And you're going to see there's tons of them down here. So most likely you're going to have to fight most of these guys. I did just to get the parts anyway. And like I said, if you just take on a couple at a time, it's not that bad. So after you come down this entrance, this is the entrance we just came in where the wolf spider was. You're going to come over here to the right. You're going to go down here. And we're going to turn right again. This should take us right to the milk molar that's down here. And there it is. So there's the milk molar that's in here. So now we have one more molar we have to find. It's the mega milk molar, which is over on the other side. And that is going to be near the... There's actually the termite king. Hopefully will be down there. I haven't broken the wood to get to it yet. So now the termite king honestly was a little bit underwhelming. I imagine they're probably going to buff him. So just go down here. We came from this tunnel. We went straight. We came out, made a little right, went straight down here, and then went to the right. If you come out of here, you're going to see this wood down here. This is where you're going to need the termite axe because you actually can't break this wood knot without having the termite axe. So we're going to break this real quick. And there you go. Now we're behind it. So we're going to come down here. We should see the termite king, I believe. He should be down here somewhere. Hopefully he's not glitched in the wall. That is him right there. And like I said, he was like actually... I think I killed him in like 5 or 6 hits with the Salt Morningstar. So as you can see, down here is a Mega Milk Molar. There's that. And honestly, as a bonus thing, since we're already over here, after you take care of him, you're going to be able to just come over here and grab the Burgle Chip. So there's the wood pile Burgle Chip. So those are the locations of all the Milk Molars that were added so far. We had charcoal grill. The other one, this was under the charcoal grill lid. This is the other charcoal. This is the main charcoal grill. This was inside the charcoal bag. We had one in the broken pipe, one sitting on a ledge by the canyons, one down here in the canyons where the spider webs were. This one's underneath the tarp where the black whittlings were. This is up by the baseball on top of the tarp. And then we had the milk and the mega milk molar down here inside of the termite hill. So that's all 10 that are currently in the game as of this recording. So that's a location of all the new milk and mega milk molars added in the Into the Woods update. If any more are added after this video goes live, I'll leave a link in the description below with those locations, and you can also download the map shown in this video down in the description as well. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.